Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you're new to my channel, my name's Sharon and I am living on a part-time income because that's exactly what I am doing. And my channel is my journey about my food shopping every week, what thrifted buys I get from Vinted or the charity shops, or sometimes new buys as well. I also talk about personal finance, budgeting. Yeah, it's a real mixed bag really. So if this is the sort of thing that you like to listen to, then I'd really love it if you would consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. And if you're returning, very warm welcome back. So today's video is basically I'm showing you the last of my Vinted purchases. I don't intend on buying any more. If anything, I'm thinking about selling some bits on Vinted that I've had for quite a while, just not wearing. And I think, yes, that's most probably going to be a better course of action. But I will show you what I had ordered and what has arrived. And as I shared with you on my past videos, I'm a fan of white summer blouses, embroidered, broderie anglaise, anything pretty. That's the kind of style that I'm going forward with. I've got the odd pattern top, as you can see here. I've had this one for years actually, and it is a favourite of mine. It's just a little floral blouse which I thrifted. It's a Marks and Spencer's blouse and it's a perfect little top. It goes with everything. So basically, what came from Vinted? So yes, a white top, and this one is by New Look. Now it's only because I went in New Look a couple of weeks ago and tried a couple of tops on that I got a measure of their sizes, and my normal size is generally a 14, but I did have to try on 16, and it just so happens that I wasn't particularly, fussed about the top that I tried on, so I left it. But it did give me an idea to know what I am size wise from New Look. So when I saw this one, it was only £1 plus postage and plus buyer's fees, so very happy with that. And it's in an as new condition, and as you can see, it's got some nice kind of lace detailing around the neck and towards the front, some pin tucking detail, and yeah, this one fits me really lovely. Pretty good bargain for £1, so very happy with that one. And then the second one that came through, this is true for Sainsbury's, and this is a little broderie anglaise top. So as you can see, it's got the broderie anglaise and it's kind of like in a tiered style. And if my memory serves me correctly, this one was either £2 or £3 plus postage and buyer's fees. Basically, I bought 3 tops from Vinted. One was £1, the New Look one was £2, and one was £3. So £6 for 3 tops, but that was in addition to postage and buyer's fees. So very happy with the prices there. And the tops that I got are in a as new condition, so very happy with that. So I have now got a fair few white summer blouses to be getting on with. And then the other thing that I bought, these were brand new without tags, were some hotter sandals, and I was very happy with these. As you can see, they've kind of got like a snake skin print on them. They've got Velcro adjustable straps, a tiny little heel, not been worn. So very happy with these. And from memory, I think these were £6 or £7 plus postage and buyer's fees. So yeah, very, very happy with those. I like the colour. They're very neutral for summer. They'll go with anything and everything in my wardrobe. And yeah, I like the fact that they've got the adjustable Velcro straps. So perfect for me. So very happy with my little Vinted haul over the last few weeks. But I have decided that, yeah, I need to kind of call a bit of a halt to some spending. Basically, I was going to give you an update on the tops from eBay. So one came and I'm waiting for another one to come. So it's a bit of an eBay fail for me, because although they fit in the sleeves, the pink one is just too wide across the body. So I'm going to hopefully see if my friend likes it, and she's welcome to have it. And the navy one I am still waiting for, but I've got a feeling that because it is the same size, it's going to be the same situation. It's going to be too big around the body. So yeah, I will let one of my friends have those. So yeah, eBay fail, never mind on that. Sometimes you just have to take risks, don't you? My son very kindly said that he would buy me a Uniqlo version. So the Uniqlo is the Airism, and I picked out the colour and he's bought it for me. So all is not lost on those tops. I've already got a black one and a white one, and he's got me a coloured one now, so I'm really happy with that. So yeah, so that's all kind of like where my summer wardrobe is at. Very happy. And as I did mention right at the beginning of the video, I am feeling that I do want to do some selling. I've bought things over the last few months and also the last year that I've kind of outgrown the style, or I just haven't worn. Yeah, or slightly too big for me. I've got a couple of bags as well that I'm not really feeling anymore. So I think, yeah, I'm going to have a little sort out and may well put those on Vinted. So that's where I am with buying and possibly selling. And on a foodie note, I have had some Iceland tuna steaks in my freezer for quite a long while. I didn't buy them, my son bought them before he moved out, and I don't like waste, and so basically I hadn't thrown them away. I think I used up the last of the Bassa fillets that he'd also bought from Iceland, so they're gone. But the tuna steaks were the one thing in the freezer that was kind of, I kept looking at, thinking, yeah, not today, not today. And then I finally bit the bullet and I thought, you know what, I just need to get rid of these. So I defrosted all of them. There was only a couple left actually, with the intention that I would cook them, flake them, turn them into tuna mayo, but I didn't actually. So my first meal that I had with them last week was a jacket potato with the tuna on the side and a nice helping of carrots and tender stem broccoli, and it was actually a really tasty meal. And then the last meal that I had, I oven cooked some chips, and then I basically made a salad. So it was the remainder of the tuna and I added some spring onion, some red pepper, some cucumber, some tomato and some sweet corn. Yeah, and it went down an absolute treat. I'm just very happy that the tuna steak's gone. I do like tuna, but I prefer it out of the can. It doesn't taste as meaty. I know a lot of people like tuna steaks because they are so meaty, but for me, I just prefer the tin versions. So yeah, so as you can see, these two meals stood me in very well, and I can report, yeah, the tuna steaks are finished, they're gone, and I haven't got anything really else lurking that I'm not feeling, you know, or do I really want to eat that soon? I have got things to get through, like meats and stuff, but yeah, I will kind of work my way through those. I am intending to, yeah, at least have a couple of freezer meals this week before I do a main shop. So yeah, so that's where I am with what I've been doing food wise. So it's not quite the finish from me food wise, because we're going to cook with me now, and this is going to be a vegetable curry. So I've got some small new potatoes, got my tomato puree, I've cut up 3 small carrots, got some frozen green beans, going to drain my sweet corn that needs using up. Then as you can see, I've got my spices, medium curry powder, cumin, garam masala, salt and the pepper's hide in there, cayenne pepper, and there's turmeric, and then we've got coriander. And as you can see, I've just prepped my spices into a cup, and we've got some cumin seeds which I'm going to add once the butter and oil have melted a little bit more. And then over here you can see I've just prepped my onions. I've cut up 2 massive cloves of garlic, and then we've got the remainder of some tin cherry tomatoes there. So I'll be back in a minute to let you know how it's going. So the cumin is bubbling away in here, and I'm just going to add the onion and the blitzed garlic. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give that a nice stir, and I'll be back with you in a moment because I'm going to just blitz the tomatoes and add that in. So I've just added the blitzed tomatoes, and I'm now adding my spices. And if you've seen my curry videos before, you know I top up my spices with some warm water and then just pour them in. And I'll get that residue out, give it a stir, and then that's my basis for my curry sauce. So the sauce is thickening up really nicely, and I've drained off my potatoes, and I've drained the sweet corn, and I've got my runner beans and my carrots here, and I'm just going to add first the carrots because they're the ones along with the frozen green beans, which may need to cook a little bit longer. So the carrots have gone in, and I think I will add the runner beans and the potatoes in about 4 or 5 minutes. Just give time for the carrots to cook down a little bit. And I'm also going to add now some salt, pepper, and maybe a bit of tomato puree and honey. So I have literally added some salt and pepper. I also added a vegetable stock, and I've added some honey, and I've also added cayenne pepper. And as you can see, it's beginning to make a really nice thick sauce. I haven't as yet added tomato puree. I'm going to wait until I add in all the vegetables, do a taste test, and if I need to add some in, I think I'll add some in at that point. So it's all bubbling away now. I did a quick taste test, and I don't think I will add any tomato puree in. Let me see once I've added in the rest of the vegetables. So here goes with the green beans. Give those a quick stir. Then in with the potatoes. And because they are tinned, I just have to turn them very softly just to get them coated, because I don't really want them breaking up. I think I will add some water to this. And then lastly, the sweet corn. So, yep, very happy with this. Just going to add some water and let it cook, and I'll be back. So I did end up adding just under a teaspoon of tomato puree. I've done a taste test. I'm very happy. I'm not adding in any more salt or any more cayenne pepper. And this is just going to be on a simmer now for about another 10-15 minutes. I'm on a late shift today, so this is going to be my dinner for this evening with some rice. So yeah, very much looking forward to that. So I've taken the curry off the heat, and yeah, it's all cooked. I'm very happy with it. So basically there is a bit of sweetness from the carrots and a bit of spice from the cayenne pepper, which I'm very happy with. And I'll have that with some rice for my dinner this evening when I return from my late shift. And there is definitely enough for me to batch up. I will hopefully put 2 portions in the freezer. I'll have a portion tonight. So I think this will definitely do 3 portions, if not 4. So that's really good. I've got my batch cooking sorted. So thank you so much for watching all of the video. I hope it's inspired you to maybe make a curry soon. And if you're returning, thank you very much for watching. And if you're a new subscriber, I would love it if you did subscribe to my channel. And I will see you all on the next video. So thanks for watching, and see you again. Bye guys.